morning, everyone. Magandang umaga. How's everyone doing today? This is Steve from This Is Our Philippines, and we'd just like to say we wish everyone had a great weekend, enjoyed your time with your family. Monday morning, it's time to get back to work, get ready to go again. So, hope everybody's ready. Looking forward to this week. If you saw the last two videos, that was our trip that we were going back to the Philippines on, and as you see, if you watched the last video, we had a little bit of difficulties getting up into Kauai. The pilot tried to make the landing twice, and he could not make it because of the weather. The clouds were hanging real low, and it's a line of sight approach into Kauai, and he couldn't find the approach there, so he decided he'd take off and go back to Manila. That just makes for a longer trip going home. I tried to go down and rebooked the ticket for Tuguegarao, which is right up above the house, but even those flights were canceled for the day. So they just had it'd been clear for about a month there from what Molly had told me, and then all of a sudden that day the rain came in that morning, fogged everything in, and we had a really bad time getting up in there. But you'll see in the next video coming up on Friday and Saturday, Friday and Sunday this week here, you'll see that a little bit of a challenge when you have instances like that. You get your flight delayed or whatever. A little bit of a challenge getting to where you need to go. For me, we live way up in Kauai, and it's 399 kilometers out of Manila up to the northeast there, so it's a little bit difficult getting up there if you don't have a flight to go on. So hopefully you'll enjoy the next few videos. It was a little different. I'm just glad that as long as I've been in the Philippines or going over to the Philippines, that I had a little bit of experience in getting around Manila and also knowing where I need to go and how I need to get there. So you'll see that in the coming videos, and I hope you'll enjoy that as it comes up. You know, one other thing I'd like to talk about is this past month, the month of April, we got our electric bill. I don't know about it. I've seen some of the people have talked about it here recently, but the electric bill was just outrageous this time. Our electric bill, for us, it almost doubled. So that was kind of shocking there. No pun intended there, but it was shocking when we got the bill, and it was a little bit higher than what we were usually expecting. So I don't know if any of you other guys have experienced that, but the electricity in the Philippines, you would think for all the brownouts that you wouldn't have as big a bill as you do, but I guess they charge you for when they don't have power coming to you, and they charge you for when they do have power coming to you, from what it seems like to me. It was just really really shocking to see that bill this time. I have read in some of the news reports that maybe this month you're going to see some reprieve on that. I'm hoping so, because it's been another hot month at the house. I know the air conditioners are running, and you know, I really can't complain about. I do complain about the electricity, but I can't complain about it because our electric bill, we've got a combined electric bill, and we're running the store and the house all on one electric bill. So I guess if I split them up, it would be a little bit cheaper for the house than what you just see that one bill, and it's kind of expensive there. But with the store running, we've got a cooler, we've got 2 refrigerators, we've got a freezer, all running out of the store. We've got the TVs running out of the store. We've got a little hot water, cold water drinking machine that runs all the time. So, and then plus, you got all the electricity running the water pump all the time too, as you're washing dishes, trying to keep the dishes clean and stuff like that. So maybe our bill runs a little bit higher than what normal folks would. I've never done a cost of living video, and one of the main reasons I don't do that is because the cost of living for us would scare probably anybody else that's out there. I've got 3 kids. All 3 kids are in school. They come home, about the time they get home and not get out of school, they have to have an air conditioner running. So they can go in there and they go in the house, they turn on the air conditioner and get their room cooled down. So when the tutor comes at night, they can have a cool room to study in. They play in that room, so you know that's a constant AC cost there for us. The other bills we have, you know, let me see, what else do we have? We've got a car bill that we had to pay. We just bought a Star X last year, Star X van, so we got that bill to pay. We've got all the food and stuff like that we pay. And I mentioned somewhere on somebody's video one day, they mentioned about going out to the supermarket and how much they spend, and I kind of chuckle because when I'm there in the Philippines, a lot of times we'll go out and right before I leave to come back here, we'll do a shopping trip. And when I do that shopping trip, the little bag boys that are back behind the counter there, they really get excited to see me, because here we come up with 4 or 5 trolleys, and so it's a pretty, and the cashier's eyes just get this big around, you know, oh man, that's a lot of groceries there. But we're stocking up for about 3 months. Some of the stuff, you know, like toilet paper and cleaning supplies and stuff like that, stuff we can use over the 3-month period that I'm gone and over here working. So when we come out, we usually have a pretty big bill, you know. Molly goes back and she'll get chicken and pork and stuff like that we can, stuff that she can freeze and use too for a couple of weeks while that way she don't have to spend that money right away when I leave to come back over here to work. So our bill for the grocery bill, if I ever showed you what we do in a grocery bill, you'd really get scared if you saw our grocery bill, probably, for anybody that's thinking about coming over to the Philippines. But so I don't want to scare anybody. It may not be that bad. In the Pickin, if you go to the Pickin like we usually go during the weekdays, you know, 1,000 or 2,000 peso, and we can get stuff for 2 or 3 days there. With the store, it's usually a daily basis, but if you're living there, you get stuff for 2 or 3 days if you weren't running a store or anything that you had to supply stuff for. So I can't really give you a good budget estimate, because our budget would blow away anybody else's probably that's living out there. We have our own property, we have our own house and lot is paid for, so no rent, no anything like that. The store we run is on our property, no rent for that. So, you know, we just have the basic daily needs, and some of that gets amplified by having the 3 kids and having the store also. So that's kind of why I've never done a budget video. So, but other than that, everything's going good. If you didn't know, it was Molly's birthday this past Friday. She had a big birthday celebration over in the Philippines, so glad to see her having a good time and enjoying her birthday. Thank you for all the people on Facebook that have written in and said happy birthday to her. I'm pretty sure she appreciates that. So looking forward to another year, seeing how it goes, and hopefully she'll enjoy this little break. That's another thing, the kids had their finals last week. School is finally out for us. That's another good thing. They have their summer break now coming up. We're still waiting on their grades, so that's what we're waiting on this week to see how they did in their final grading. So hopefully they did good, and we'll be happy to see what their grades are coming up here this week. But other than that, hope everyone has a great Monday, has a great week. Look forward to the video coming up on the one Friday and Sunday, and maybe next Friday, regarding the trip going back up to Kauai. And I think you're gonna really enjoy those videos and trying to figure out how we got up those 399 kilometers there. It was rather interesting to me, and I've never had to actually do it this way, so it was a new experience for me, and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully you'll enjoy those videos coming up this coming week. If you like our videos, we appreciate you giving us a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, there's always that little button down in the bottom corner here you can hit to subscribe in. If you want to know when we post a new video, you can hit that little bell down there also, and that'll tell you exactly when we post a new video. If you want to find us, we're on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page. This is Our Philippines. If you want to look us up there, Would love you to come and join our page there. I put up little stories with each of the videos we do. There's a little story on Facebook that I put up to kind of give you a background of what's going on in the video. So hopefully you'll come over to the Facebook page and look at that also. But other than that, I appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments. Everybody giving a comment there, we really appreciate that. And we hope that you'll come back to visit us and see you again another time there. Other than that, thank you, goodbye, and have a great week.